Every conquest has a starting point, and the pursuit for the Stanley Cup begins.
Welcome to the Raleigh House of Pain, Ottawa, Carolina. Stankoven shot, score! Goal! No, it's not in. Is it in? It's behind Omark. It is! Shot! Oh, what a save by Anderson! The dangerous Aho and Stahl. Slot shot, score! Jordan Martinook in double overtime. Miller beats Blake. They score! Miller lets it fly. Stankoven scores! Off the backboards. Logan Stankoven has done it again. Carolina Hurricanes with only their second four-game sweep in the Stanley Cup playoffs in their franchise history. The Canes are the first team on to the second round in this year's postseason.
Buffalo, 5,400 plus days in the making. They're back as the Atlantic Division champions.
Krebs takes a hit. Taves scores! Taves! TNT Thompson!
Delivers the check. He plays in behind. Thompson takes it back. Scores! We're tied! Here's a pass. A shot. Score! Martin Samuelsson! Absolute madness!
Put it over for Zucker, tried to return, got it across, they score! Rasmus Dahlin as the power play breaks through for Buffalo.
Dahlin, the Buffalo captain, out in front, and they score! Alex Tuch!
Byram scores!
Benson's all alone in front, he scores! An enormous goal for the Buffalo Sabres. Final seconds tick off, and the Buffalo Sabres, as they win a series for the first time since 2007.
Montreal is bound for the second round to beat the Buffalo Sabres.
Kucherov denied by Dobich!
Down low, Slafkovsky scores! It's a hat trick! Overtime winner for Yuri Slafkovsky! Scores! Caulfield in front!
Out for Hudson, lines and shoots, score!
Opportunity coming up for Texier, who scores! Alexander Texier lights the lamp for Montreal!
Well played, Cooley, they score! Here's Hudson with a shot, sticked aside by Vasilevsky. They score! Banked in off the goaltender Vasilevsky, and the Canadiens take a 2-1 lead. What a play by Newhook. The Montreal Canadiens win Game 7 on the road and will take on the Buffalo Sabres. Since the Battle of Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia Flyers back in the playoffs for the first time since 2020.
Pass, here is Mathis, stopped by Vladar!
Here's Rust all alone in front and denied by Vladar.
Vladar with his second shutout of the series.
Takes a shot and scores! Porter Martone!
He's thinking shot all the way. This is a bullet.
Blocked by Shea. They score! On the follow-up. It's Martone again.
Across for Ristolainen, he shoots, score! 2-1 Philadelphia. Out to Drysdale. Now Zegras fires, he scores! Shot from long range, score! The Flyers win it! Cam York beating the Sealoffs in overtime! The Philadelphia Flyers will move on and face the Carolina Hurricanes! The Avalanche and the Kings.
Colorado Avalanche, top team in the NHL.
Oh, good play.
Headed towards the net, score! Look at it! 1-0 by Drury.
Chased down by O'Connor to the net. He scores! 2-0 Avalanche.
Forehand, backhand, Rubson. What a save by Wedgwood. That looked like he was fully committed. Sproul down low, centering pass, score! The answer by the captain. Landeskog got loose. Blocked to get in front. Score! Wow! Wins it! Tings the pass for Landeskog. His shot wide, and it carries off Forsberg. Off his skating in. 2-on-1. Lehkonen, O'Connor, and they score! Adria one-timer, they score! It's Nathan MacKinnon. He'll take it in. Cale Makar scores! What a goal! Cale Makar with a beautiful move. Colorado will join the Carolina Hurricanes as the two teams that have advanced to round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Minnesota Wild will march on to round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
For months, it seemed inevitable that Minnesota and Dallas would square off in the opening round.
Boldy, one-touch, Eriksson, he scores! And the Wild on the power play. Enzalone out front and a save by Volstad.
Well, remember that save. Across, save! Volstad! Here's a chance. Johansson scores! Marcus Johansson in the dead slot. Boldy, eyes the net, shoots, score! Matt Boldy picks the corner on the power play. Boldy, 1-on-3 basically in front, they score! 2-0! Eriksson, what a pass by Matt Boldy! Save made by Ottinger, backhand, score! Kaprizov works into Zuccarello. Marcus Foligno, Quinn Hughes, dangles, shoots it, he scores! Quinn Hughes gets the ball rolling.
It's a celebration 11 years in the making. This time the ride continues and it's on to Denver.
And now Terry, 2-on-1. Carlson scores!
Any Oiler playoff run these days is defined by expectation, while the Ducks' window of opportunity is just opening.
And that's just a gorgeous shot. And look at that. He put a little extra into that, didn't he? I love this.
But what a save by Dostal, denying the best player in the game.
And a big hit by Trouba.
So the Ducks, man, have they been good in this series.
And they win the Stanley Cup first round series over the Edmonton Oilers 4-2. They're young, they are hungry, and boy, did they ever step their game up.
Stone steers it to the back. Theodore waits, fires, scores!
We're live at the Fortress Playoff Hockey in Vegas, almost a rite of passage at this point.
Marner on the doorstep. Score!
Brett Howden, shorthanded in double overtime.
And then it's up to the goaltender, Carter Hart, to make a timely, huge stop.
Dorofeev with a hat trick, and Eichel scores!
And there it is, Mitch Marner, his second of the game. Into the middle of the Marner shot block line. Howden off the end board, scores! The Golden Knights will advance to the second round for the 6th time in 9 years. They knock out the Mammoth.
The Philadelphia Flyers are one of the best stories in the NHL this year. They face the best team in the Eastern Conference, the Hurricanes. Riley a shot, score! Fast start, Carolina in game 1. Jackson Blake with speed, motoring in, scores! Shot out of a cannon! One-timer score! Nick Ehlers on the power play. Michkov back towards Dvorak. Tipped along left of Anderson. Jarvis loads. Scores! To tie it at 2. A strong move coming in toward the net. They score! Taylor Hall wins it.
Breakaway, score! Nikolai Ehlers. Save Lagar, it's off his glove and in! The series is over! Carolina is on to the Eastern Conference Final!
Scores!
One-timer and a great stop by Dobish.
Here's a chance. Jack Quinn can't do it. Came across to make the save.
Alex Tuck in. Stop by Dobish.
Here's Thompson behind the D. Dobish made the save as he hung with him all the way across the crease.
Caulfield in front, scores! Cole! Caulfield! Giveaway here, Suzuki, a chance, in front, scores! Cole! Caulfield!
Hudson moves it quickly, they score! Ivan Davidov on a one-timer!
Over the line comes Newhook.
Shooting, scores! Alex Newhook! Olay! 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 And Montreal is going to play Carolina in the Eastern Conference Final.
We know we have another level to get to offensively. We need a start, though. We need a big start, all right? Now, as you guys are on, now let's get ready to rock and roll.
Power play marker for the captain of the Avalanche. What a beautiful setup. McKinnon drops. Natchez carries. Rips it on the backhand. Chuskin driving his blanket back.
And this fourth line for Colorado wanted to have more of an impact in this second round. Good pressure, good opportunity. They take advantage of it.
Kadri on a break. Kadri scores! What a pass by Nick Watt to set up Colton.
Over the glove and under the bar. On the short side, there was not much room right there. What a shot that is by Malinsky.
Six Davis on the ice for the Avs. Here's McKinnon shooting one. He scores!
Natchez passing. Kulak scores! Game over! Series over! Marner, backdoor pass. Score! Oh, what a pass by Marner! Here is Eichel. The pass, the shot, the goal! Shea Theodore! Now a chance in front, and Marner tucks it home!
Lost a short side pass by Carlson. You can't deliver a better pass than that. And then it goes to Scorofiev, as I call him. One goal earlier in the game, and the OT winner to put this game to bed early in Sin City.
Marner streaking right down the middle, and what a skill play there by Marner.
That's hockey, baby! Led by Mitch Marner in his first season. And for the 5th time in their 9-year history, the Vegas Golden Knights are on their way back to the Western Conference Final.
The Eastern Conference Final, the Hurricanes and the Canadiens. Score! Just 33 seconds in. Seth Jarvis.
Now Ehlers is in.
Ehlers scores! What a goal from Nick Ehlers!
Score! An OT winner. Second of the game for Ehlers. Back out shot by Svechnikov. Score!
Tonight inside Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's game one between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes.
It's Ehlers. Scores!
Here's Ehlers again alone. Nikolai Ehlers, both goals.
That shot scores. Theodore through traffic.
Push it out. Now they score. Ivan Barbashev. And they score. William Karlsson gives Vegas the lead.
Stahl scores. Jordan Stahl. Game tied. Shea Theodore goes back door. And Brent Houghton has a go-ahead goal.
Gostisbehere scores. Shane Gostisbehere has tied it.
Hurdle persists back to Hurdle. Scores. It's Tomas Hurdle with the go-ahead goal. 3:24 to go. Game one was an instant classic, but already the pressure is on Carolina. Game two of the Stanley Cup Final.
Here's Howden. He scores.
Let's go!
And he scores. Brett Howden again. 2-0 Vegas.
Playing good, boys. We're playing well. We're playing good here, boys.
It's jammed to that front, and they score! Logan Stankoven. Hey, they're onside. Jankowski scores! Mark Jankowski has tied the game.
Johnson for a shooting.
Marner sends it toward the net. They score! Mark Stone knocks it in. Unbelievable! And we're heading to overtime. They score! Seth Jarvis quiets the critics and ignites the crowd.
Well, after a blockbuster opening 2 games in Carolina, the Stanley Cup Final takes up residency on the Vegas Strip.
Eichel, one of the great passers, right out in front. They score! Tomas Hurdle. It's tipped in. Out in front. 2-0 Vegas. Marner, another try. He scores! On the backhand. 3-0 Vegas. Hat-trick bit from Marner. And he scores!
The fastest hat-trick in Stanley Cup history.
He's trying to take it away in front. Martin scores! And the Hurricanes get one back. Zaho in front and off the line. It's in. And just like that, Taylor Hall's got Carolina back in the game. And they look It's a one-goal game. Do you believe it?
Players are in the net. They score! Carolina has tied it.
Unbelievable, like stunning.
To count the Hurricanes out at your own peril. Theodore drive off the back wall, knocked in. Vegas wins in double overtime.
Canes have to win. They go down 3-1 in this series. They have no chance.
Here's a backhand and they score. Logan Stankoven. Just a minute 6 in. 1-0 Carolina. Down low Hall, and they score again. Jackson Blake, and it's 2-0.
And a great pass. Stone it again. Stone scores.
That one's free. They score again, and it's Jordan Stahl, the captain for the 4th game in a row.
Rasmus Anderson center.
Howden forehand. Score! Brett Howden has tied the game at 3. Now out in front, Stahl. He scores while falling down. 4-3 Carolina. Game 5 between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes. Out in front. They score. Pavel Dorofeev, the goal. Down low. They score. And it's Jordan Stahl again on the tip-in to tie
was in Game 1. Svechnikov up top. Here's Andrei Svechnikov. Scores!
Missed Svechnikov. Walker down low, and they score! Sebastian Aho, the goal.
Here's a chance. Svechnikov scores!
They're going crazy in Raleigh. Carolina's going to take a 3-2 lead. Back to Vegas.
The cup is in the building. Will it be carried out triumphantly or repacked for a Game 7 trip to Raleigh?
Here's Taylor Hall breaking in. Hall scores! Taylor Hall! And it's 1-0 Carolina.
Stay for the game.